And I have a few teachers that come to mind when I think about my high school experience. And I think the reason I connected to those teachers is because they treated their students, they treated us like people, and it goes back to what we were just saying about relationships. I feel like the teachers that are memorable to me from high school took the time to get to know us as students. And that's such a small thing, it seems, but that's what made their classes interesting. That made me want to show up and do everything I could and learn as much as I could. And, just being able to see them as people too, and seeing their personalities and see that they care. I feel like I'm being redundant, but that connection is what matters.
Yeah. Yeah. And I say this, anytime, any teacher I've asked that question, it's always like studying what they say and what they share, who's their favorite teacher, is something with relationships, something with that teacher, knowing them and them feeling like the teacher cared about them is always a piece of it. Cause it's like one of the biggest factors as far as building relationships and as far as the teacher-student relationship, which is important, extremely important, right? Especially with kids who usually struggle in school, right? A lot of times they don't feel connected to the students, or they don't feel connected to the school, they don't feel connected to their teacher, and they start to rebel because they don't feel like people really care about them, right? And the teachers who only focus on your grades or your behavior, and they don't really try to get to know the kids pick up on that, and then they shut down and they don't really open themselves up to take risks, because you have to take risks to really learn in the classroom, right? So the kids who are willing to take risks are the ones who know that the teacher trusts them and the teacher cares about them outside of that schoolwork.
Yeah. And I feel like that's influenced a lot of how I relate to my kids. I teach 5, 6, and 7-year-olds, so they're little, but I even say to them, you're not babies. I'm not going to treat you like a baby. Like, I trust you. You can do this. I feel like when they hear me say that, that's a really big deal for them. Like, okay, she knows that I got this.
Yeah.
It's all, I think trust is a really big word.
Yeah.